Hey y'all. All right, so this is Colby versus Tyron 2. Not the second fight, but my second part of my analysis. Okay, so I went back and I watched more of Tyron and I watched more of Colby. And so here's what I got to say. So Tyron um, does have pretty good jujitsu. Pretty good jujitsu. He's so powerful and explosive that wrestling can get him in and out of something. He hasn't faced a high level judo guy like Khabib, Nurmagomedov, or he hasn't faced a high level mixed martial arts guy like Zabit Magomedsharipov. He hasn't faced, so he's faced high level guys. Hold on, don't get me confused. He's faced good grapplers and beat him. He's faced good judo guys and beat him. But he is so, just the athleticism of him and the pop is so good that you need somebody who is elite to defeat him in something. Somebody who's elite in judo, especially, or maybe somebody who's got a little kickboxing. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to kick the shit out of him. You have to keep him away and kick the shit out of him. So he has a little bit trouble with some taller guys. Colby is a little bit taller because he likes to haunch over and get a lot of power. He's got a power zone from the top of his knees to about his eyeballs that he really loves. And anytime he's out of that power zone, he kind of does whatever he can to work back into the power zone, which isn't necessarily a fault. It's just a comfortability thing. But say if you fought somebody as unorthodox and can come at you with so many angles as Tony Ferguson, he would have trouble with. Olivier, he would have trouble with. If I'm saying his name right, Charles Olivier, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. Because what he does is that guy is John Wick. That motherfucker he'll attack your arm and then, go on your neck while you're still standing. And that's the kind of shit that Tyron would have trouble with, but he's still so strong that, he might throw somebody on the cage. So what you're really looking at in order to defeat him is somebody who can nullify his strength and power and can kick him enough, just kick him enough to fucking wear him down and make him an average fighter, and then make him use, more judo, more jujitsu, more, more of getting leverage and throwing and tossing and getting out of hard positions and trying to overcome the leverage advantage that somebody who has high level judo could throw at you, or high level jujitsu. I haven't seen anybody be able to nullify his explosiveness and his speed and stay away from the right hand. And everything that I've seen that he does that finishes a fight is predicated off of landing that right hand or faking that right hand. So yeah, you're going to need an upper level guy. Colby Covington, I've seen good stuff out of, and I've seen some smart stuff out of. So if again, if he can just fucking work that motherfucker for a couple of rounds, if Colby can kick Tyron, lots of low kicks, hell, even kick him in his arms. If he could just work that whole right side, just keep working it. Left jab, left hook, work the right side anytime, and then stick and move. Go, make him have to use his left. Stick him, and then you're not looking. If Colby can understand the fact that with Tyron, you're not looking to punish him necessarily. You just want to beat on him. You want to beat on him and make him move. Beat on him and make him move. Hit him wherever it's open. It doesn't matter if he's blocking it. You just fucking stick him and then just keep him dancing. Keep him dancing, and then fucking hope he makes a mistake, or hope that you can fucking wear on his right side enough. And I don't know if I've seen the speed. I don't know if I've seen that kind of speed from Colby. I don't know if I've seen that kind of game plan from Colby. So right now, if I had to bet, I would bet on Tyron. The fight is actually closer than I thought. It's a little bit... It's a wrestler with some jiu-jitsu versus a wrestler with some jiu-jitsu when you oversimplify it. And I still think Tyron's jiu-jitsu is better. Well, maybe not better as far as like we're taking a jiu-jitsu test, but it's better as in I'm going to use my jiu-jitsu and the rest of my shit versus your jiu-jitsu and the rest of your shit, and let's see what's up. So yeah, it's all going to come down to can Colby neutralize the strength and explosiveness? The only way to do that is to fucking beat on him. Beat on that motherfucker like he's a rented mule with your stepkid on it. Like, I mean, beat on that motherfucker with anything. And then hope that whenever it ends up either a standing exchange or it ends up on the ground for the final to decide the fight, you know, if you're going to stand in exchange with Tyron, you need kicks. Just straight up. Straight up. You're not going to sit there and just trade hands. You're going to need some good front kicks. Anderson Silva would be a great motherfucker. Anderson Silva would work Tyron because he's bigger, he's taller than him, and he's got a little bit more sneaky, stealthy punches, you know, and he's got a good front kick. And yeah, Zabit could work Tyron if Zabit ever fought anybody that was over 5'2" and 125 pounds. The fuck is Zabit doing at 145? That's just cheating. That's rude. That's just not fair. He's 6'2". Can't go up to 155. Can't. At 6'2", can't be 170. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Gotta be 145. Alright, Zabit. Yeah, the only person that could beat Tyron, I think, would be, 30 pounds on Zabit. Zabit his ass. He can beat your ass too. Zabit can fucking he's an Anderson Silva type of motherfucker. Any weight class that he could go into, he could fucking pound on anybody except Khabib. And it's because Khabib is just that dude. That dude is just that dude, you know? And the only person I think that could fucking trade hands with Woodley would be Lomachenko. And he ain't doing no mixed martial arts. But Lomachenko worked that motherfucker. Work him. Golovkin could work him. Canelo could work him. You know what I'm getting at. Upper level boxers could go in there and trade hands with him. And that's why do not sit there and trade hands with him. Don't kick that motherfucker. Kick him in his head. What are people thinking? I keep watching these fights. And at least once somebody decides that they're going to fucking exchange with him. And Kim, they called him judo. I didn't see no judo out of Kim. So either motherfucking Woodley is so badass that I didn't see judo out of the judo guy, or he fucking got off his motherfucking game plan. And just like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a fucking game plan till they get punched in the face. So that's what I gotta say. So we'll see. If I had to bet, I'd bet on Tyron. If I was getting paid for my analysis by the Covington camp, I would be like, you gotta kick him on his whole right side and kick him and move. One kick and then just run to the cage. And when he comes after you, kick him again, run to the cage. Kick him again, run to the cage. Every time he starts coming in, you move, you kick, and then you fucking get the fuck out of there. That's it. You do that shit for a couple of rounds, and when you notice that he ain't so fast and explosive no more, then you go in and try to kick him in the head. I would start round one, kick him in his right leg. Fuck the rest of the shit. Just kick him in his right leg as many times as you can, as hard as you can. Round two, go up. Kick him in that right arm. Kick him in his arm. Come on, Colby. Kick him in his right arm as many times as you can. Don't get close with him. Don't fucking go to the ground yet. Just stay on your feet and kick that motherfucker. And then somewhere in the later rounds, third round, if it's a 3-round fight, if it's a 5-round fight, and then in the later rounds, when you're done kicking him, then work, use your jiu-jitsu, and go in there and try to fucking grab that arm. That's why I say judo, man, because if you can fucking grab his right arm, pull him in, get him on leverage, and get him to the mat, you can fuck him up. You can fuck him up. He's got some high-level shit, but he is so orthodox, he is so sold on this that he is not really, I haven't seen any, maybe he's so badass that he's only had to use this, and this is badass too, and I just haven't seen it. But with that said, man, I would fucking start off here on his bad side, and when he turns, kick him in his fucking right shoulder. Kick him. That's the only game plan you got. Fucking line up left. Whenever he turns to square or whenever he turns to throw, you fucking kick him. Kick him. And kick him in the liver. Kick him in the liver too. People might want to say that's some dirty shit, but you trying to win? You trying to win? Huh? He's a champ. He's a champ. You got to kick that motherfucker. If you can just kick him in the heart, just kick him in the fucking sternum. I'm just saying, you want to win, you got to kick. You got to kick it. You got to motherfucking kick it to beat Tyron, boy. That's what's up. You ain't throwing hands, all right? And even if it was Gennady Golovkin, I'd still say kick that motherfucker a couple of times. Golovkin. All right, guys, that's my analysis.